Outgrowing people is one of the most painful, yet inevitable moments in your life. It's not going to be a super stimulating video, so the people with short attention spans will probably just leave, but that's okay. For you who's staying, let's address this. You've probably had this happen in your life. You're super close with a certain person, you guys are tight like this, maybe they're your best friend or boyfriend or girlfriend, and then 3 months later, you guys don't even talk anymore. The end of high school is a great example for this. The people you used to spend every day with go from friends to acquaintances and then to people you once knew. And this isn't because you stop liking those people. You guys simply start following different paths in your life. And unless you make a special effort to stay in contact with them, the relationship will quickly wither away. Now, when it comes to outgrowing someone, you can have two people who were on the exact same level a year ago, right? They were both doing the same activities, but one of them decided to change. One of them decided to make something out of their life. This happened to me when I stopped playing video games. I definitely noticed that some friendships fell apart, and it was mainly for two reasons. One, it was that I obviously spent way less time with the person, and secondly, that person's goals didn't align with mine anymore. So they had no more use for me. And it may sound cruel, but it's just reality. Why would you spend time with someone you don't identify with anymore just because they were once your friend? When I removed video games from the friendship I had with that person, it really helped me realize just how superficial our friendship really was. And it's not just video games. Most addictions have this kind of pattern in some way or another. Cigarettes, for example. Let's say you're someone who smoked for a decade, Most of your friends, or not most, but a lot of your friends do smoke just like you did. And you decided to change, right? One day you decided, okay, this is bad for me and I want to stop, I want to quit. From one day to another, you changed a huge habit in your life. And even though it was amazing for your health, your friends won't like that. We sometimes hear people say that smoking helps them socialize, and that's one of the reasons why quitting is so difficult. Because once you try to quit, all of a sudden you stop identifying with a major part of your friend's personality, right? Then when they go hang out and they all go smoke for a 10-minute break or whatever, maybe it's your job, and you don't go anymore. You stay in the office or you stay inside of the diner, whatever it is. You may even get some backlash from people because they may say, oh, he thinks he's better than us. He's been smoking for a decade and then all of a sudden he wants to be healthy. Now, obviously that was an overreaction, but it does happen in real life. People may not express it out loud, but deep down your friends know that you're making the right decision. You know that you're making the better, healthier decision. But it's just a natural reaction. People know their habit isn't the best. So when they see someone making the effort they know they should do, but they haven't done it yet, they blame you. The highest treason a crab can commit is to make a leap for the rim of the bucket. I read that quote in a book called War of Arts by Steven Pressfield, and it essentially shows just how insulted people feel when they see someone trying to change for the better and leaving them behind. One thing that I like to remind myself of is to not be sad that a friendship is over. Smile because it happened. And there are two ways that you can essentially fall out with a friend. You can outgrow them or they outgrow you, but we've talked about that. Or you guys can simply go in two directions, two separate directions, and that's where the spaghetti metaphor comes in. If you imagine two pieces of spaghetti, right? One starts here and then it goes all the way over here, right? It stops right there. And the other one starts right here and goes all the way over there. Now, they will cross right here in the middle. They cross in one point at a time, but they have two completely different directions. And I'm not saying one direction is good and the other one is bad. They can both be good or both be bad. All I'm saying is it's completely normal to cross paths with a certain person and then a couple months later you guys just don't talk anymore, like I said in the video. because you're headed in different directions. I feel like this type of separation is the one that hurts the most, because it's not that this person, wasn't hardworking or they had bad habits. It's simply that life situations did not allow for them to be close to you. And that's painful. It is an inevitable part of our life. And whether we want it or not, the people we spend time with, they influence us, right? Their habits will rub off on us, and that's the reason why it is so crucial to keep curating your friendship. Because if your circle isn't surrounded with people who are supporting you on your journey, on your mission, and are not going in the same direction, it's gonna be very hard to get there. Alright bro, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you in the next one.